viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing another Dota 2 game and we are playing Undying here. Undying is kind of a, well, another strength hero. He's kind of a standard strength hero, I would say. He plays very well in a lot of team compositions. He does some AoE damage, he does some single target damage, and he's definitely a champion or a hero, sorry, that is very often played. Seeing the amount of games that are available with him. Problem is that the replay system is bugging a little bit, so most of the replays aren't actually available. So I can see that people have played him, but I can't get my hands on the replay, which is kind of sucky. So I don't know how often this guy is played in like the high ELO games, or the high level games I should say, but this is a little bit higher level. I actually put up the high level, so hang on, we're going to go for Storm Spirit here on the announcers. Yeah, that should be nice, I think. Yeah, there you go. Anyhow, we are following around Undying. He is going top lane, or short lane as it's called in this game, because the top lane from this team is the bottom lane from the other team, and there is a big difference between the horizontal and the vertical part of the lane because of where the minions meet and how the towers are positioned. It's not exactly in the middle, well, it's not even near the middle. As you can see, we are pretty close to our tower. Our tower is over here and we are over here, while the enemies have to run all the way to the other side. And let me show you that, because a lot of people that watch these games are new. So the tower is all the way over here for that other team, and as you can see, this distance is one screen, where this distance is like 3 screens. So it is really hard to defend against this, or defend on the vertical lane. And that is why that is considered a harder lane to do. Well, anyway, let's discuss the skills. First of all, this DK, it's the first skill he leveled up. It just steals life and strength from people. No, actually it doesn't steal health, it only steals strength. It drains health, so you do damage with it basically. Yeah, it's a pretty nice skill to have. It's not really like a super skill, but hey, it does stuff, and that's the only thing that matters. Then we have Tombstone, which he leveled second, but I'll get to that. Soul Rip second. So his W. It's a nuke. It's a single target damage spell. It does damage based on the amount of minions around the target in a certain range. Range is 975, and yeah, it's not a damage over time. I kind of assumed it would be a damage over time, but it is not. It is in fact single target damage, straight up damage. It can do quite a lot of damage. It can do up to 25 damage per unit, or heal per unit, because you can also use it to heal yourself. Up to 20 times, so you can see how that stacks up to be quite a significant amount, up to 500 damage. And of course you will need to have 20 minions or champions around that target, and that is quite a big deal. Anyhow, so that's why it's normally not really used that much. The Tombstone then. The Tombstone is kind of a nice thing, I think. At least that's my opinion. It is it's a building. You build a building called a Tombstone, and the Tombstone will spawn, creatures, zombies. It will spawn zombies around or next to all enemies, and will continue to do so several times. So up to 30 seconds. Yeah, the maximum duration is 30 seconds. And it is actually quite a nice thing to have if you are alone, because the Tombstone can actually get destroyed. But if it doesn't, then it's a quite nice way to push the lane without you actually being there. So here we have a nice gank going off, and oh, the nice snares, and there you go, Magnus finishing that off. The Zeus really not having a good day. He has been well assigned to this lane, which is not a very easy lane to do at all, and then he also gets ganked as well. So I don't think he has a whole lot of gold for now. Zeus actually is second from the bottom. Holy crap, that is so sad. Anyhow, last hits here. Zeus has 4, 1 deny. That is not a whole lot considering we have 14 and 3 without any trouble. And anyway, the last then, Flesh Golem, it turns you into a Flesh Golem. Wow, surprise! It gives you a slow aura, which also does damage, and the aura amplifies damage. I don't think it actually does damage. And then it heals you for a percentage of everything that dies in that range. 2% for minions or creeps, and 6% for champions. And that is based on the maximum amount of health. So it's the maximum amount of health of the target. Obviously that can be pretty significant. So we see him use a soul rip every now and then on himself, because it is a pretty good heal when a minion wave comes in. But yeah, as I said, it's not a really good nuke on people, so on enemies. But yeah, well, we are going to grab a kill here. Well, yeah, we did grab a kill. Not the one that I thought, but anyhow, the attempt at a gank here from the enemies, but it didn't work out. They lost 2-0. And yeah, here goes the tower push. So the tower is going to get pushed pretty easily with this many minions. And there is a new guy coming in. It is Zeus once again. Zeus, who has been killed twice already. And yeah, as I said, who has not been having a good game. He will not have a good game this entire game, I'm guessing. But, well, we'll see, we'll see. It's currently 3-1. And I am assuming we are quite far ahead. Although the bottom lane has a similar situation to this one, only reversed. But yeah, we are pretty far ahead. There are no gold values here though. Hang on. Huh. The gold is removed from the top here. That's annoying. Okay, whatever. It doesn't matter. I used to have one extra tab there. I guess they changed it. Well, they changed a lot about these these buttons and such, but I hardly ever see them remove something, because removing something means that it has to really be bad. Because why would you remove a button just because someone or people don't use it or whatever? It has to do something that is actually, well, bad for you to remove it. Just because it's useless, that's no reason to remove it, because I like it, so that already makes it worth it. Yeah, Zeus once again, yeah, this time he really overextended, and well, Magnus picks up the kill again, even though he just came in. But yeah, well, the Zeus really overextending by going to that shop without having any wards out. And yeah, he just got killed pretty easily. At least I'm pretty sure he doesn't have wards out. It seems that nobody has wards out, by the way. At least I don't see any on the map. Maybe I'm missing them, but I don't think I am. And that's quite surprising, because I actually set this level to very high. Which is, yeah, it's kind of strange, because in the high levels you normally see that people do put out wards, and put out quite a lot of wards, because they know how important it is to keep track of where everyone is. And hang on, let me watch the builds. Yeah, now it's all over the place, man. Yeah, nobody has wards at all. So even the supports like Magnus don't have any wards. He's just building whatever. He does have the the arcane boots, which is excellent. Arcane boots give you mana, you and everyone around you. So they are quite nice. And obviously, well, we have 2 of them, and well, that means that you're never going to run out of mana in this lane. And wow, both of them using them at the same time, that is such a waste, because it is quite a lot of mana. It restores 135 mana, which is quite a lot if you only have 800. But yeah, you want to use that as soon as possible for the simple reason that if you use it, it's going to come up sooner again. So you want to use it when you can, so when it's useful, but not when you need to, basically, if that makes sense. So if you use it at the last possible moment, here comes the ultimate, by the way. And not getting anything done though, but yeah, well, whatever. But yeah, if it makes sense, if you use it at the last possible moment, you kind of use up too much of the cooldown. So the cooldown for the next time is going to be longer. Anyway, whatever. Nyx Assassin goes down, and well, the enemy at least did get a kill on Magnus, and Magnus was quite valuable by this time because he picked up quite a few kills. So we are going to follow around Undying here. Really want to play this game again, but oh, so little time, so much to do. Now, I'm enjoying playing Smite at the moment, which is a really cool game. And it, yeah, well, the fact that I like playing that means that I don't get to play this at the moment, but that's okay. I will. I like Dota. I like playing Dota as well. It seems there is whatever on there. I don't know what that is. Is that from the new champion something? Because I don't know. It doesn't matter. But if someone can tell me what it is, that would be great. Anyhow, yeah, this game, by the way, from Undying was requested by one of my viewers. He sent me a message saying, I would like to see an Undying match. And so yeah, I'm happy to oblige, and here you go. I do appreciate that people let me know what they want, because otherwise how am I supposed to know what you guys want? And yeah, I don't really mind, as long as it's a hero that I haven't done before, because I want to learn as many heroes as possible, especially the ones that that get played a lot, and apparently this one does get played a lot. But yeah, just let me know what you would like to see, and I'll see what I can do. I do have a request for Rubik as well as Invoker. Invoker is a really well, complex hero, so there's that. Oh, nice! He actually picked up the kill. Oh, right at the last moment. Yeah, Zeus trying what he can, but I think he's now 0, and I'm going to guess 7. Zeus 0-5. Okay, it's not as bad as I thought. Yeah, he definitely hasn't been having a good game. Just yeah, just getting killed all the time really sucks. So yeah, we're building some big item here with the cloak, which gives you spell resistance. Spell resistance, by the way, is against every well, virtually every skill. So this game is mostly about auto attacks. All of these games should be about auto attacks, because those require skill, and casting a few spells on your opponents really don't require skill. Obviously it requires some form of strategy to do it properly, but it's not nearly as skill based as the basic attacks are. Because for the basic attacks you need to stay close to your opponent for a number of seconds, while for the skills, well, you most of the time only need to come close once. And that is also why Blink Dagger is so powerful, because Blink Dagger can actually help you close that gap. But it is also why, for example, in League of Legends you will never have a Blink Dagger, Because Blink Dagger with its short cooldown would be completely overpowered there, because there is such a huge, well, number of skills that will instantly kill you. Because, well, getting a stun off is really easy with Blink Dagger. You just blink in, you stun them, and after that, it is pretty much follow up from everyone. Well, whereas in this game, yeah, you need to be a little more subtle about it, especially in the early game. By the time you get to this 12 and 6 level that we are now, yeah, you pretty much can do whatever the hell you want. And you can see there the tombstone is up. Tombstone is spawning these little zombies. Not actually sure where they are. Well, they aren't right here because, well, the tombstone's range is not that large. But they will spawn every time something comes near. And yeah, it's a really nice thing to do. It's just that the tombstone, as I said, is well, can be taken down quite easily. While Zeus really he died twice already in this fight. So he's now just at 0-7. Yeah, there you go. Keeping track of him, man. Keeping track of him. No, Zeus has really had a very terrible lane. Zeus is not a solo lane champion at all. I don't know why they didn't put like Nyx Assassin there. I guess he needs to farm as well. But yeah, you normally have special champions for those long lanes, so the vertical lanes basically. And yeah, Doom just suiciding, and I guess they gave up. It's perfectly natural at 6 and 16, or 6-16. Oh, a very nice snare there, actually getting the kill, but not only that, actually saving his teammate. The Undying died, so that's kind of strange because he is Undying. He can't die. No, he's not undead, I guess. He's Undying. I don't know. Undying the undead. No, and undead cannot die, of course, but Undying, yeah, he can't die as well. I don't know. Well, whatever. Whatever, it doesn't matter. We are back up. We are going to run back into the lane. Well, teleport the first part and then run the rest. And obviously, we're going to join in the battle. So currently we have the arcane boots, which give you mana. The mechanism, which gives you health, you and everyone around you for both of those. And then we have some spell resist, and the rest is kind of blah. We do have the sentry wards, these ones. They help with the Nyx Assassin, because Nyx Assassin is of course invisible. And invisible champions are really hard to deal with most of the time. So what you need to do is you need to have one of these wards available in that area. And well, when you have them available in that area, it's pretty easy to just kill stuff that is invisible. So yeah. There's that, because if he loses that invisibility, but he doesn't know that someone placed the ward is down, by the way, now. It is on the ground. So if he doesn't know there's a ward there, because in this game it doesn't actually show that someone places a ward. So the ward is just either not there or there. You will never know unless you have a ward up yourself. And oh, the arrow came out, but there was nobody there. Everyone retreated. So yeah, the wards just go down. They don't have like this cooldown period where they become invisible. No, they're just, yeah, invisible straight off, which is well, a little more natural, I guess, for as far as you can talk about natural when it comes to video games. But yeah, it seems more logical to have the stealth engaged immediately, because well, it allows for you to actually be a little bit sneakier with those wards. because you really don't want to have that well that cooldown period. You don't want to have your opponents know that you wanted the spot they're at. And yeah, well, I guess that's just my opinion. And then again, Dota is really not a friendly game to new players. So not noob friendly as they tend to call it. It is very noob unfriendly, in fact. You you have to learn by doing it a lot. You have to play it a lot to get better at it. And of course, League of Legends, well, thrives on the existence of new players, because most of the older players, so the players that get better at the game, they realize that, well, it's kind of boring. It's kind of the same game over and over and over again, because there is no variation. And yeah, to me, that was why I stopped playing. Also because, well, you rely way too much. There's no carry potential. In this game there is carry potential, so even if your teammate messes up, it's still okay. But if in League of Legends one of your teammates messes up, or one or more, you pretty much can't win anymore. So yeah, there's that. And that kind of annoyed me, because, well, if you're I played a lot of supports because nobody wants to play supports, and I like playing support. It's I don't know why, it's just it's funny. It's funny because, well, if you're a good support you can really change the whole match. But yeah, your AD carry has to be good, or your AP carry, whatever, it doesn't matter. One of the two needs to be good at actually grabbing kills. And yeah, that kind of got annoying if you play 10 matches and only one of those is actually has a good carry in it, because everyone wants to play carry, but a lot of people just can't do it. So yeah, I switched over to top lane, and then I realized, well, top laners don't really have that effect on the game that supports do, because supports can actually change the course of the game, but top laners most of the time are just there for the early game, and in the late game, yeah, they still do something, some of them, but most of them are just there for additional damage, so they don't really have an impact on the game late game anymore. So we're going to grab a simple tower here and going to go onto these barracks, and wow, lots of damage going down on Doom. Is she going to survive? Of course not. The Nyx Assassin might actually survive because he is invisible, and they don't have a ward for now, not down at least. The Undying here does have that ward up, or well, in his inventory, and well, he's not going to use it for now. But he should realize that if he plops that down, it would help against the invisible guy. Nice heal on his teammate, and we are going to just grab these kills now. Nicely done by Magnus. Pushes everyone away from that from the safety of their base, and we may actually lose someone here. Yeah, there you go. Nature's Prophet going down. And yeah, that's not the only one, because this guy is also going to go down. No, the heal goes off. It is the new champion. I kind of forgot his name. What are you called, dude? You are called Bristleback. Okay, that's cool, whatever. They're just fighting in the base now, it doesn't really matter. They already won. They just are having some fun. But yeah, fighting 1 versus 5 obviously is going to get you killed unless you're really careful or super fat. Both things are true for this team, by the way. And wow, Zeus goes down again. Let's see what he's at. He is currently at 0-12. Holy crap. Oh man. Yeah, so the Ancient is going to go down. Anyhow, yeah, here you have the stats a little bit. Here you have the builds. It's all good. So it's a very short game. just to show you what Undying does. He's just, yeah, a beast in lane, I guess. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.